in recent years. Many people say that children have become more aggressive in recent years. That is, they are more likely to fight with their friends, sisters, and brothers. A number of scientific studies have reported that watching violence can in fact cause a growth in aggression. According to the research, two kinds of programs and movies encourage aggressive behavior in young children more than others. 1. Realistic violent action programs and movies, and 2. Violent cartoons. One disturbing conclusion is that the effects of violent viewing last for many years. One study showed that children who watched violent TV programs when they were 8 years old were more likely to behave aggressively at age 18. Furthermore, as adults, they were more likely to be convicted of violent crimes, such as child abuse and murder. Studies have also demonstrated that watching violent movies and TV shows can affect children's attitudes towards violence in the world around them.
I'm sorry, I need to ask, can you watch this in my screen? On my screen, I'm sorry?
Yes.
Yes.
Children who watch a lot of fighting and bloodshed tend to find it normal and may accept more violence in society. They may even begin to commit violent acts themselves. Very often, characters in movies and on television who commit violent crimes are not sorry for their actions and don't face consequences or punishment. When children see fictional characters who are criminals like these, they learn that doing bad things is okay. For children who are growing and developing, this is a bad message. It's important for them to see that our society doesn't tolerate crime. So what can we do? With young children, we have the power to control the TV programs and movies they watch so we can protect them from seeing any violence at all. However, with older children, it's impossible to completely prevent their exposure to violence. But we can try to limit the number of hours they spend watching it. And when children have seen a violent film or TV show, it's important to discuss it with them to help them understand that violence is not a normal part of life.
Okay, violence is not a normal part of life. Okay, very good. Before we start, I need to know, Fito, can you open your microphone, please? Because,
okay.
No, there you go, perfect. I wasn't listening to you before. That's why I asked. There you go, you're here, that's perfect. Okay, thank you so much. And you're gonna read it now, okay? We're gonna start with, first person is going to read until the word years. Second person is going to read until the word message. And the last person is going to finish the lecture. Okay? We're going to start with Fito, please. Go ahead.
Okay. Many people say that children have become more aggressive in recent years. That is, they are more likely to fight with their friends, sisters, and brothers. A number of scientific studies have reported that watching violence can, in fact, cause a growth in aggression. According to the research.
Yes.
Two kinds of programs and
two kinds
of programs and movies encourage aggressive
behavior.
In young children more than others. One,
realistic
violent action programs and movies, and two, violent cartoons. On disturbing conclusion.
Sorry. One
one disturbing conclusion is that the effects of violent viewing last for many years.
Yes, very good, the last one. Nice job. Thank you very much. Let's now continue, please, with Diana, if you may, please. Then Jesse.
Okay. One study showed that children who watch violent TV programs when they are,
When they were?
they were
Mhm.
8 years old were more likely to behave aggressively
I'm sorry,
at
behave.
behave
Mhm.
to behave aggressively at age 18.
Mhm.
Furthermore, as adults, they were more likely to be convicted of violent crimes such as child abuse and murder.
Mhm.
Studies have also demonstrated that watching violent movies and TV shows can affect children's attitudes
Mhm.
towards violence in the world
Mhm.
around them. Children who watch a lot of fighting and bloodshed
I'm sorry,
tend,
bloodshed.
bloodshed
Mhm.
tend to find it normal and may accept more violence in society.
I'm sorry, 2 words. May accept.
And may accept
Accept, yes, like with an X. May accept. Mhm.
more violence in
In
society.
society. Yes.
They may even begin to commit violent acts themselves.
Yes, just commit. Okay, commit.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very often, characters in movies and on television who commit violent crimes are not sorry for their actions and don't face consequences or punishment.
Okay, let's just stop right here. Very good. Punishment, we're gonna stop now because I think the last one to make it more equal. But very good job. Very good job, Diana. Thank you so much. Please, Jesse, let's continue until the end of the lecture. When children.
Mhm. When children see fictional characters who are criminals like this, they learn that doing bad things is okay. For children who are growing and
Yes,
developing, this is a bad message.
Mhm.
It's important for them to see that our society doesn't tolerate crime.
Mhm.
So what can we do? With young children, we have the power to control the TV programs and movies they watch,
Mhm.
so we can protect them from seeing any violence at all.
Yes.
However, with older children, it's impossible to completely prevent their exposure to violence. Exposure.
Mhm.
But we can try to limit the number of hours they spend watching it.
Watching it.
And when children have seen a violent film or TV show, it's important to discuss it with them to help them understand that violence is not a normal part of life.
Very good. Everybody else, very good job. I like your reading skills. Hay que also con la escaneada, ve acá toda bonita y acá toda chueca. Okay, let's go ahead and answer the next exercise. Exercise A. Understand from context. Circle the correct word or phrase to complete each statement according to the information in the article. Okay? Fito, number 1. A realistic or an aggressive person is someone who is likely to fight with others.
An aggressive.
An aggressive, very good. Can we read the entire sentence, please?
An aggressive person is someone who is likely to fight with others.
With others.
with others.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Number 2, Diana. Scientific studies have reported that some kinds of movies and TV programs can limit or encourage aggressive behavior.
Encourage.
Encourage, yes. Can you read the statement, the full statement, please?
Yes. Science. ¿Cómo se dice?
Science. Science.
Science.
Acuérdate que viene de, perdóname, viene de science, ¿ok?
Science.
Ciencia,
Scientific.
science, so scientific.
Okay. Scientific studies have reported that some kinds of movies and TV programs can encourage aggressive behavior.
Yes, behavior.
Behavior.
Yes.
Behavior.
Y para todos, me viene esta palabra reported, es de esas que sí pronunciamos como la ed, ¿ok? Reported.
Okay.
Muy bien, very good.
Gracias.
Let's go with number 3, Jessie, please. One kind of violent crime is?
Murder.
Murder. Vamos a pronunciarla. Murder. Es una palabra bien rara. Murder.
Murder.
Yes. Can we read the entire sentence, please?
One kind of violent crime is murder.
Murder. Yes. Thank you. Number 4, Fito. A word that means almost the same thing as hurt is?
Harm.
Harm. Correct. Can you read the full sentence, please?
A word that means almost the same thing is
As.
hurt is harm.
Yes, as hurt is harm. Thank you. Number 5, Diana, please. It's difficult to permit or prevent older children from seeing any violence on TV and in movies.
It's difficult to prevent.
Yes, prevent. You cannot stop this. Prevent.
It's difficult to prevent older children from seeing any violence on TV and in movies.
And in movies, correct. Thank you very much. Now, Jessie, let's go with the last one, please. Research has suggested that a consequence or an advantage of watching violent films is aggressive behavior.
Siempre me pasa. A consequence.
Adelante. Yes.
A consequence.
Okay, and what is the full sentence?
Research has suggested that a consequence of watching violent films is aggressive behavior.
Perfect. Very good job, everybody. Okay, so I have a question for you. I'm sorry, let me erase this real quick. Did we, everyone, understand the lecture? You guys understand the
Yes.
purpose of the lecture? Okay.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Una que otra palabra no, pero sí la entendí.
Es totalmente válido. Totalmente.
Sí.
Pero a ver, ¿de cuántas palabras les gusta que se componga esta lectura? Palabras diferentes, serán unas 60, 70. Entonces estamos hablando de que a lo mejor de 70 hay 5 que no conoces, ¿verdad? Y sobre todo, más que ver esa parte, para mí es que ustedes ya pueden estar haciendo los enlaces cognitivos. ¡Ay, qué rollero! No, pueden estar, vaya, entendiéndolo como una lectura comprensiva. Esa es la clave, ¿ok? Entonces, antes de pasar al siguiente ejercicio, les quiero recordar una tarea que les dejé, ¿sí? No sé si este fin de semana tuvieron oportunidad de echarse un capítulo de alguna serie o alguna película que ya hayan visto en inglés, con subtítulos en inglés. Perdón, en español, pero verla en inglés, ¿sí? No es cierto, si era con subtítulos en inglés. Entonces, no sé si ya lo han hecho o todavía no. Y si todavía no, pues la invitación sigue abierta. Invitación / sugerencia. A que ya empiecen. Porque esto nos va a dar muchas palabras nuevas. ¿Sí? Es en las series y en las películas subtituladas en inglés. donde te vas a topar con un montón de nuevas palabras, nuevas frases y sobre todo nuevas ideas de cómo utilizar ciertas palabras en el inglés. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, la que vimos hoy, more likely to. More likely to. El texto la dice unas 3 veces y es justo porque pretenden que exponerla contigo, que la veas por primera vez. ¿Vea? ¿Qué significa? I am more likely to go to a soccer game than to go to a dancing contest. Es más probable que yo vaya a un partido de fútbol que a un concurso de baile. Eso es lo que elabora el more likely to. ¿De acuerdo? Bien, lo dejo sobre la mesa para que se lleven el recordatorio. Now, coming back to exercise B, discuss the question using the information in the article. Then share your answers with the class. So, number 1, Fito, according to the article, what are some ways that viewing violence can affect children? What happens with children who watch violence on TV programs or movies? This is an open question.
Aggressive behavior.
Behavior. Okay.
Behavior.
That is the idea. That's the correct answer. You said the correct answer. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I want you to tell me the answer in a sentence. Okay? So you start with, the question is, what are some ways that viewing violence can affect children? You can say, viewing violence provokes or they become, okay, como la quieras elaborar, pero tratemos ahí de elaborarla. Si te trabas, yo te ayudo. Go ahead.
Okay, they has been.
Okay.
They have been aggressive person.
Okay.
Aggressive adult.
Okay, I like that. Vamos a cambiar el have been por un become.
Okay.
Okay. They become.
They become aggressive adult.
An aggressive adult.
An aggressive adult.
Yes, they become or they can become an aggressive adult or adult. Adult, let's say adult.
Adult.
Okay. Very good. That's a good answer. That's a good way to see it. Okay, number 2. Diana, what kinds of programs and movies are most harmful?
Violent movies and cartoon violent programs.
Oh, sort of, yes. Have an answer. Let's go back. Check it. Number 1, realistic violent action programs and movies. That's correct. And violent cartoons. You had the right answer. Just less words, more words, but that's correct. Okay.
Okay.
Good job. Good job. Number 3, Jesse. According to the article, some studies show that viewing violence can have effects that last for many years. What are some of these long-term effects?
Wait.
Do you remember? It's like the consequences when they become adults.
Aggressive people.
Aggressive people, okay. And what else?
I don't remember.
Okay, but aggressive people is correct, but now say it in a sentence, please.
They
They
can have aggressive
behavior.
behavior.
Yes. What else? There's one thing. I'm gonna help you with the lecture here. Okay.
And make a crime.
Commit a crime. Correct. They may even begin to commit violent acts themselves. Okay. So that's a very big consequence. Good job. Number 4, Fito. What bad message can come from violent programs and movies? What is the bad message?
Mm. When the children's growing,
Grow,
grow and developing.
develop, themselves. Yes.
Mhm.
But the question is, what is the bad message? There is a bad message.
Sí, es que la estoy estructurando.
Okay.
Que pueden llegar a ser criminales, pero no hay cómo decirlo.
Esa respuesta es buena, pero quizás sea la respuesta a la anterior. Mira, ¿cuáles son los efectos a largo plazo que pueden llegar a ser criminales? Acá la pregunta es, ¿cuál es el mensaje negativo que traen estos programas? ¿Ok? I'm going to help you here. ¿Ok? Vamos a leer de aquí a acá, por favor, que sí quiero que la estructures tú. Very often. ¿Fito?
A ver, sí.
Very often.
No hay cómo estructurarlo.
Okay. Bad message is that they learn that doing bad things is okay. Okay. When children see fictional characters who are criminals, like these, they learn that doing bad things is okay. Okay.
Okay.
This is the bad message from these type of movies. Okay. Yes, because they are watching the movie and the criminal is the hero of the movie, right?
Yes.
And that's a bad message because violence is not okay. Okay, if not, si no me creen, pregúntenle a Will Smith. Okay, that's let's go with the last one, number 5, Diana. What suggestions does the article make to help parents prevent the bad effects of violent TV programs and movies in very young children and in older children?
The article suggestion is to talk with your children after they saw the violent programs or
Movies.
yes, to talk about that being violent, it's not okay.
Perfect. That violence is not okay. That's for the young children. What about the older children? What can you do?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm
what
gonna
the
help you
article
here.
says.
Don't worry. I'm gonna help you here. It's impossible. Here, look. It's impossible to completely prevent their exposure to violence, but we can try to
limit the number of hours they spend watching.
Yes. Limit the number of hours they watch violence. Okay. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. Now, these are maybe very analytic questions and it's not very easy to, no es muy fácil contestarlas sin ver el texto, yo lo sé, justo por eso lo puse por acá, pero igual yo estoy seguro que el propósito de la lectura se la llevan bien clara, ¿sí? Y ese era el punto de la clase de hoy. Ahora, vamos a terminar el día de hoy la clase aquí. Nada más quiero mostrarles lo que logramos o lo que alcanzamos a terminar. Déjenme salir de acá, porque luego me muestra acá, me extraña. Bien, en la próxima sesión, ¿sí? Vamos a empezar ya con la unidad número 3 que tenemos por acá, ¿ok? Vamos a ver algo nuevo, algo más de vocabulario, etcétera. Yo espero que esta misma semana, podamos tener tiempo para echarle un ojo a la unidad número 3. Y les tengo noticias. El viernes, ¿sí? Tenemos nuestro primer examen, ¿ok? Nuestro primer examen correspondiente a las unidades 1 y 2. A todos los temas, sobre todo de gramática, quizá también algo de vocabulario, de lo que alcanzamos a ver durante las unidades 1 y 2. ¿Ok? Entonces, pues es nada más una sugerencia para que lo tengan en consideración. Hola a todos, ya estoy por iniciar, pero siempre lo extiendo. Para que le echen una repasada a lo que hemos visto, todos tienen el libro en PDF, ahí están los artículos de gramática y los ejercicios, ¿sí? Para que lo tengan en cuenta. Es hasta el viernes. Para que no
Oye,
se-
Mario, el libro en PDF lo mandaste al WhatsApp.
Según yo sí, o no se los pasé. Si no, ahorita mismo se los
Ay,
paso.
es que no me acuerdo, pero igual en la semana te pregunto.
No, 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 pues de
Sí,
nada.
sí, creo que sí lo pasó, Diana. Bueno,
Pero,
después
¿sabes
lo
qué,
checo.
Pito? O sea, ¿no será que más bien lo pasé al otro grupo donde estabas tú?
Ah, bueno,
Ya
creo
lo
No,
que
pero
no
compartí.
está.
yo sí lo tengo también.
Ah, bueno, entonces sí. Entonces, pero igual se los vuelvo a compartir, Diana. Ya lo estoy enviando. ¿Ok?
Ok,
Ya para que lo tengan por ahí ustedes y le echen un ojo a los temas que vamos viendo. Acuérdense que siempre las lecciones 1 y 2 son las que traen la gramática, ¿ok? Y los ejercicios de práctica.
No,
¿Sale?
sí, sí está Diana en al
Principio.
al medio
ah,
principio
Perfecto.
del WhatsApp
ah,
está.
Muy
bueno,
bien,
ahorita lo busco. Muchas gracias.
muy bien,
Si
muy
no,
bien.
ahorita-
Ya lo estoy como quiera yo reenviando otra vez,
Ok,
para que lo tengan ahí más reciente también, ¿ok?
ok,
Muy bien. Bueno, muchachos,
gracias.
pues gracias por conectarse. Nos vemos mañana si Dios quiere. Échenle a la estudiada.
Hasta
Bueno.
mañana, bye.
Bye,
Gracias.
cuídense.
Bye.
Chao.